Okay, so as I sit here trying to construct a happy birthday text to you, uh, I was trying to reflect on what it is about the significance of a birthday. Is it about uh, um, is it about the birth? Is it about today? Is it a whole day's celebration? Is it sort of a reflection on you know what you've done up until your birthday? Is it a reflection on sort of a value system of your age and then your status and what you've achieved and what you haven't achieved and your experiences? I'm not really sure. Uh, Obviously, birthdays can vary, but while constructing this text message to you to sort of explain that despite whatever the meaning is, that uh, it's interesting to think about. And that's basically it. And that's what I was going to say. It's something to think about. Um, I think about it because your birthday is close to my birthday, so now I got to think about it. But, anyways, it's interesting, right, that if I say specifically exactly what I mean, like this video explaining my text, like you would get the language in my text, but you wouldn't get all of the explanation behind it. You would just get the words, right? I think sometimes I talk or I text in these words that are a little bit more open, except not open in the sense that you can just plug in whatever you want. Open in the sense that it requires you to think about it. It requires you to think about it, go back into your experiences and perspective, and pick out what fits and put it in, rather than using specific terminology that strictly defines the terms and the experiences and the meanings. Like clear statements, like people really expect of you, right, to be as clear as possible with your meaning. Um, it's interesting to think about that poetry and the way that poetry is sort of constructed, or art, or sort of any expression, is it's not a simple meaning, it's a symbol, right? It's interesting to think about our words as symbols opposed to strict defined meanings, like birthdays. Like, what is a birthday? Is it a strict defined meaning, or is it not? Is it a little bit more open for interpretation? I think that's why poetry is really great, because you have to think about it. But I think that's also why people hate it. It's because you have to think about it. And I think that goes. I think that speaks towards a lot of really interesting reactions to uh, amount of explanation and the amount of explanation needed, right? Uh, do you use words that explain well, or do you use words that require explanation? Whatever your explanation, anyways, for today, for your birthday, whatever it is, um, it's interesting to think about. You've been here for 27 years. Whatever metric you want to break it down into, you know? I think you're doing pretty good for yourself, though. And I think you're a respectable guy. I admire you. So, um, yeah. Happy birthday, Chris Sovey. I'm a proud member of the Chris Sovey fan club. And I hope that other people become proud members of the Chris Sovey fan club, because it's a really great community to be involved in. I feel like that group is is a great foundation, great, strong. I'm gonna edit this. This part's getting edited.